Hi everyone, this is Heather Lottinen from the Flourish.Academy. This is episode 458. This question was posed in our community group yesterday. If you're not a member, you should definitely join. I'll post the link below. It's free, so you should come join us. I wanted to share it with you because I think it's applicable to everyone, and it's about photographing on private property. Okay, so the post says, asking about private property etiquette. I'm not the type of person to knock on someone's door and ask permission to use their property because it feels rude and intrusive. I don't even show up and knock on friends and family's doors unannounced, but I found a spot, the spot. So I'm here to ask advice. Should I let my dreams die and leave these people in peace, or should I get brave and just ask? Because what if they say yes? Their house is behind a gate, which makes me feel extra intrusive. The portion of their property I'm obsessing over is not behind the gate. House is not in sight from the location, but I'm just assuming it's their property. Help. So she got a ton of great feedback. And I had to laugh at the wording, should I let my dreams die? Okay, no, you should never let your dreams die. And you said, should I leave these people in peace? But my question to you is, how do you know that's intrusive? How do you know that it would bother them if you ask them to photograph on their property? Is there a chance that you would ask them to do that and they would love it and feel honored and be excited to have you on their property? I mean, is that a possibility? The answer to that question, of course, is yes, that is a possibility. So a lot of photographers are assuming that people don't want them shooting on their property when they might not even care. So we live on 35 acres, we have beautiful property, and I love to invite photographers here or have them shoot on the property with no problem at all. Yes, there are people out there who are very private and would not appreciate that, but you don't know until you ask. And then you just have to think to yourself, what is the worst that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is they're rude to you and they say no, and you leave. Okay, if that's the worst that can happen, are you dead? Or did you get mauled by a bear? No, you didn't. So literally the worst thing that could happen is they say no. Okay, how bad is that? You might feel uncomfortable for a second or a little bit embarrassed. No, I think we need to put a bunch of you through rejection therapy and learn how to just embrace the no. It is not a bad thing to hear no, but also, what if they say yes? I mean, chances are, anytime I've ever asked anyone, they've always been like, oh, yeah, sure. And they're super excited to share their property. I know that photographers approach this differently, and I think it's largely based on personality. I had a friend, this is many years ago, who would see something she liked. She'd have clients with her. She would pull over, get them out of the car, and literally just walk in the field or whatever and start shooting. Not even think twice about it. Okay, I was personally never brave enough to do that. And she just said, well, if somebody comes out, you know, I'll ask them, but it's this big, huge field or whatever. And she didn't see a problem with that. I like to try to be respectful of people's property, but I mean, and everybody owns something. I mean, we do have people come on our property and they're like, oh, I didn't realize somebody owned these woods. Well, like, somebody owns everything. I don't think there's property left untouched per se. Okay, so you don't know until you try. And if it's something that you're really excited about, then what have you got to lose? They're not going to take your firstborn. You won't get mauled by a bear. You just might hear no. And if anyone is really that afraid of hearing the word no, then we have some other work to do. But I am giving you permission to put yourself out there and just try something. And stop assuming that somebody might not want you there. They might actually be really excited. You just don't know. So hopefully you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video.